Chief guest.
All are requested to please be seated until the chief guest leaves the auditorium. Chief guest is arriving in a moment. I request all of you to please stand when she arrives here.
Camera. Request all of you to kindly stand. A very good morning. We welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, and respected dignitaries onto the dais. Now let us have our national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
नमस्कार। लहरों को साहिल की दरकार नहीं होती, हौसला बुलंद हो तो कोई दीवार नहीं होती। जलते हुए चिरागनी आंधियों से ये कहा, उजाला देने वालों को कभी हार नहीं होती।
A very warm welcome to all the ladies and gentlemen here and all the 2,200 employees of SDSC SHAR joining at various conference halls and also the public participants through YouTube for the inaugural session of World Space Week 2021 being organized by Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR, Sriharikota. We are privileged to invite.
Now it's time to welcome our dignitaries. It's a great honor to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest with a bouquet.
We are delighted to welcome Sri A. Rajarajan, Distinguished Scientist, Director Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR, with a bouquet.
It's a pleasure to invite Sri M. Badri Narayanamurthy, Associate Director, SDSC SHAR, with a bouquet.
We are privileged to invite Sri M. Srinivasalu Reddy, Controller, SDSC SHAR, with a bouquet.
immense pleasure to invite Dr. R. Venkatraman, Chairman, Organizing Committee, World Space Week, and Deputy Director, Vehicle Assembly and Launch Facilities, with a bouquet.
It was this day in the year 1957 that the first human-made satellite, Sputnik, was launched, marking the dawn of space age. In commemoration of the first artificial satellite launch, World Space Week is being organized celebrating the contribution of science and technology for the betterment of human condition.
SDSC Shah Sriharikota is delighted to host the event of World Space Week 2021 with the theme Women in Space. With remarkable histories and deep vision into future, ISRO has upheld its mission of bringing space to the service of mankind. Today, we are highly elated to express that women have made milestone achievements in the quest of space exploration, ushering their capabilities. We are proud to have an eminent women leader with us today.
Prayer is not asking, it is putting oneself in the hands of God. We invite Srimati Vidya, music teacher, Space Central School, for invocation. Ladies and gentlemen, I request all of you to please stand for invocation.
विघ्नेशं प्रमदाधिपं गणपतिं एकदन्तादिदेवं सिद्धीशं परशुधरं शिवसुतं विद्याप्रदं मङ्गलं सिन्धुराङ्गं त्रिनेत्रं लम्बोदरं दूर्वादळामोदितं हेरम्बं वक्रतुण्डं वरदाभयं गौरीपुत्रं नमामि नमामि नमामि।
Thank you, ma'am. Goddess Saraswati is an embodiment of wisdom, knowledge, and learning. Let us implore our goddess with a ritual of lamp lighting. I humbly request all the dignitaries to join for lamp lighting.
मंचासीन सभी माननीय अतिथियों से अनुरोध है कि दीप प्रज्वलन करके कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करें।
Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR, has spread its wings to organize World Space Week in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Puducherry to give an insight to public about the new world of possible space discoveries and explorations ushering latest technologies.
हमेशा की तरह इस वर्ष भी 4 अक्टूबर से आंध्र प्रदेश, तेलंगाना, तमिलनाडु एवं पुदुचेरी में विश्व अंतरिक्ष सप्ताह मनाया जा रहा है, जिसका मुख्य उद्देश्य है अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान के प्रति लोगों को ध्यान आकर्षित करना और जिज्ञासा एवं नई उमंग भरना. This year, the theme being Women in Space, it's a great opportunity to recognize the significant accomplishments of women in space exploration. A video recognizing the contributions and achievements of women workforce of Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR, and events planned will be formally released now.
Now, we call upon Dr. R. Venkatraman, Chairman Organizing Committee and Deputy Director, Vehicle Assembly and Launch Facilities to deliver welcome address.
A very good evening to you all. Good morning to all. First of all, let me also join with you in expressing the World Space Week celebration greetings to every one of you. The curiosity has been existing as the essence of our exploration. The mankind's curiosity to explore the infinite boundaries of the space given birth to the space research. Exploring the outer space is not that simple. What you look at above your head is not called the space. Space has no boundaries. It is infinity. Though astronomy and astrophysics is not something new for our Indian forefathers, years, thousands of years back itself, about the astronomy, our people were knowing. But still there are unknowns which cannot be carried or completed in overnight or in one generation. The space research activity has to go in a generation after generation with the technological advancement. The current technology, we can go to some level and we can lay foundation for the future generation to come and carry out, thereby bringing answer for some unknowns. Of course, the marvelous achievement the Mother India got after independence in the different fields like agriculture, biotechnology, communication, computer technology, nuclear technology, space technology, has made the advancement to the level of investigating at least the nearest celestial bodies like Moon and Mars. There are much more which we have to go beyond to explore the space. During the research, man was able to successfully put a man-made satellite somewhere in the same day in 1957 called Sputnik. That was the first achievement a man-made object can be in the space like a celestial body. That day we are marking as a World Space Week. Subsequently, after 10 years, when the space activities go out of control, a treaty was signed by the United Nations Organization by 10th of October that outer space should be used for only the peaceful purpose and development of the mankind and protection of the planet Earth. The spacefaring nations joined together, made the treaty. The Indian space program started with a humble beginning, with a motto that, usage of the advanced technology should always benefit to the common man. And we should be second none in implementing this. Such a visionary approach led by Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, followed by Professor Satish Dhawan, has propelled this organization, our Indian space program, to the current level of achievement. And today, we are able to many more things under the leadership of our present leader, Dr. Keshavan. Under these space development activities, we have n number of spin-off, that is, the benefit coming out of the infinite research, the short-term, long-term, and immediate-term benefits like space satellite application communication has used for improving the quality of life. And the interest to do space science and space activities has to be transformed to the younger generation, younger minds. The Indian Space Research Organization, particularly the Satish Dhawan Space Center, used to conduct public outreach program reaching different parts of these 4 states or 5 states, especially Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and Puducherry, and Odisha. But unfortunately, because of the COVID disturbance, the zeal and enthusiasm what our members had has not come down. They found an innovative way how to connect the people, how to connect the public, how to connect the common man, how to connect the student community in maze of online mode of conducting. Last year we could conduct. This year also we are in a better position. Still, we have decided to go in online mode. Probably the coming year our activity will still continue. And the theme for this World Space Week program is given as a woman in space. Right from beginning, there are so many women who acted as astronauts. There are so many women who derived the space law. Some Elena Galloway, whatever she is the mother of space law, we'll call. Similarly, the Russian astronaut has flown first time, and many people contributing in the ground segment. With all this theme, the contribution by women in space sector cannot be counted, and it is innumerable. I cannot say with words. Like this, n number of activities when we are going. Today's inaugural function, we are fortunate to have the eminent personality, the Honorable Governor of Telangana, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Madam Dr. Srimati Tamilisi Soundarajan has consented to come over and agree to be with us on this inaugural day. Really, we are thankful to you, Madam. When we approached Madam with intention whether Madam can join with online mode, whether she can give appointment, whether she can find time to be with us, but Madam readily accepted our invitation. In spite of her busy schedule and there was a program, she rearranged and said that I will come to your Sriharikota. Being a medical practitioner by profession, hailing from a heritage with patriotism, public service and social service, finding the interest of the citizen and people, Madam has rise to the level of governor for the 2 states where we are conducting our own program. We are really fortunate to have such a personality who always look for the development of the citizens in terms of health and education. One small example, I can talk many times because time given to me is very short and we are running out of short time. I want to say only 2 incidents. Madam is the first woman governor of Telangana. Her motherly approach made her to feed 100 children of Raj Bhavan and health workers to take nutritious breakfast, which earmarked the heritage of or the footsteps of the great leader Sri K. Kamaraj, which I know very well. Similarly, the Union Territory of Puducherry, she has completed the vaccination program, more than 10 lakhs personally involving. Being a doctor in profession, she has seen the health care of the citizen is controlled. People like our madam, I am sure that they will control this pandemic situation within very short time. And we are really proud to have you, ma'am, today. And we are really privileged to have you here as our chief guest for this inaugural function. She is a recipient of many awards, which in my next people will tell, and I don't want to dwell upon great achievements by Madam, but she got the International Rising Star of Year 2018 awarded by the USA, and like that many awards, that her motherly nature and the humble nature and her desire to come and meet the Sriharikota, we are always thankful to Madam and give a big applause for her to attend this year. Coming to the organizing this function of this nature in this period, I'm really thankful to our beloved director, Sri Ajarajan. Always you are behind us, and he was able to guide us in every point of time how to proceed with the program in this period. And we know very well how to connect the people, how to partially do the functionals, and how to bring the public outreach program without any problem. Every stage of time his guidance and instructions were helpful to us to make the program successful today. Let me welcome sir for this honorable function. And our dear Badrinaran Murthy sir, who is the associate director. At every critical stage of our planning, he was with us, behind us, and giving a record suggestions. I welcome our Associate Director, Sri M.B.N. Murthy, and our controller, sir, really is a gem of these things. And he has given all the record support and made the center. And I'm proud to say this, after the lockdown, this is a mega event we are conducting in a grand way and in a successful and safe way. I will also welcome all the Apex committee members who are present here, and CMC members, SEC members, and JCM friends who work with us shoulder to shoulder in the critical areas, taking risk for their life and then coming to the contribution of the successful mission every time. I welcome those people, and I also welcome the print and electronic media friends who have assembled here for the valuable function. Let me also welcome the students community, teaching staff, and my dear colleagues who are connected with other conference halls. Around 2,000 employees are connected with the different conference halls and online mode. Let me welcome every one of you, though I could not see you, but my heartily welcome to all of you. Finally, when we say women in space, it is not the women astronauts we are talking about. To send the astronauts correctly to the record orbit accurately and bringing them back safely to the Earth, thousands of women scientists, women colleagues, they are working day and night. Really, I welcome all the women participants all over the entities they are presenting here. Not only that, when we say woman, our spouse, and successful contribution of every man, there is a woman behind. Every one of us have a woman force behind in the house. not only giving a love box, lunch box to us, taking care of us, shouldering all our responsibilities of the family needs and domestic needs, thereby allowing you to work peacefully in the office and make a successful thing. Let me also salute the family members and our spouse members who are there for this auspicious function. Once again, I welcome one and all. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you for the pleasant welcome, sir. We now request Sri M. Srinivasulu Reddy, Controller, SDSC SHAR, to address the gathering.
Honorable Governor of Telangana and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Tamilisai Soundarajan Madam, respected Director, SDSC SHAR, Shri A. Ranga Rajarajan, Associate Director, SDSC SHAR, Chairman, World Space Week Organization Committee, women employees of Spaceport of India, dignitaries of the dais, state government authorities, press and media representatives, students of Space Central School, and my dear colleagues, good morning to all. Is it worth spending huge money for space expeditions? The answer is big yes, because it will lead to technological developments in various fields. Scientists and engineers in the space sector must develop new cutting-edge technologies to accomplish seemingly impossible goals, as the requirements of human space missions are very, very stringent. These technologies are often turned into products we use in everyday life. Very simple examples. The shock absorbing technology designed to protect spacecrafts and launch pad equipment is now being used to strengthen buildings and bridges in earthquake prone regions. Science experiments performed on astronauts in space improve our understanding of medical conditions on Earth. This research has produced findings that can help people suffering from cardiovascular disorders, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and balancing problems. Let me mention one more application where our Honorable Chief Guest is a specialized, that is gynecology. Special clothing is developed for astronauts to wear after they come back from space, G-suits, that is anti-gravity suits. Using G-suit technology, inflatable pressure garments are being used to treat women suffering from postpartum hemorrhage by applying external pressure to a woman's entire lower body to stop bleeding after childbirth. This affordable solution is saving many lives around the world. There are many more applications these space expeditions has brought about. Let us come to this year's theme, Women in Space. All the women employees working in ISRO are women in space. However, from the theme, we immediately recollect 3 Indian origin women, Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Williams, and most recently, Sirisha Bandla. As on date, only 11% of astronauts are women. We feel women are very sensitive, both physically and psychologically. So, we feel they are not suitable for space missions, but the NASA research found the other way. Woman body and minds are uniquely suited for space missions. They are physically more efficient in many ways, and mentally hearty. In any space mission, weight is a concern. Every kg that needs to be lifted into space requires more rocket fuel, and that fuel adds to the spacecraft's weight. On average, women are smaller and weigh less than men, which translates to less rocket fuel. Women bodies are also more efficient. Women of equal size to men requires 15 to 25% less daily calories to maintain their weight. Research shows that women lose weight slower on a restrictive diet. Put that all together, for longer space mission, women bodies need significantly less food and oxygen for the mission, that is, less stress on shipboard systems and less weight to carry on a longer voyage. In general, women's immune systems are stronger than men's, which could help them deal with bugs that crew may take with them. NASA researchers found that men experience a greater dip in mood during longer missions than women. Women may have the advantage here since research suggests they are generally more comfortable in closer, more confined conditions. The only barrier is social barrier. If that is crossed, women can achieve greater heights in the field of space mission in future. It is just a matter of time. Wishing all the best for the future Indian women astronauts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. We invite Shri M. Badari Narayanamurthy, Associate Director, SDSC SHAR, to share a few words on this occasion.
Good morning to all. Respected Honorable Chief Guest, for today's function, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan Garu, Chairman of the present today's committee, for today's function, Sri A. Rajarajan Garu, Director SDSC SHAR, Controller SDSC SHAR, and Chairman Organizing Committee, Dr. Venkatraman, and all my dear colleagues who are present in this hall, in all other video halls who are assembled today, school children and media and all others. Once again, good morning to all. As already earlier speakers have given few words about the World Space Week, why we are celebrating. As all of us are aware, the 4th October 1957 is the first satellite made by man put into the orbit. And why then we can celebrate only on 4th October, why we are celebrating for a week? The 10th October is another day where in 1967, exactly after 10 years, UNO has made a treaty how to use outer space for peaceful applications. Based upon these two, all of us we are celebrating 4th to 10th October based upon the guidance given by the UNO and selecting a theme for every year and taking to the public into a deep space, into the remote areas, basically. If you come to Shar, maybe somewhere around 2000 onwards, we are celebrating this World Space Week, not only within the Shar, in the Shar outside also. But later on, when it has come to the 2016 onwards, we are increased our penetration into the 4 states, covering almost 15 to 20 centers on every year, and covering more than lakhs of children, basically, school children, whom we can inspire to know about or to learn about the space. So people are speaking about that, how many astronauts are there in the women, and today's theme of women in space. I really look at this particular theme in a slightly different fashion. It is not that how many people are working in space or in Department of Space or the organizations like in space, our device. If you consider them, there are around 22% of worldwide today they are working in this particular, this type of organizations. But what we need to take, the space output, how it can be reached to the common man, how the products can reach to the public. Maybe before the epidemic, none of us might have even imagined we can have online classes and online studies. Even if you come to our ISRO itself, we are able to have a virtual launch center at VSSC. So the total life has been changed by bringing the technology into the picture, and how efficiently we can make and how efficiently we can run. Today in banking sector, if you see, how many of the people are going to reach really to the bank? It is very, very small, but every day they will be doing that banking transactions, either by swiping their cards in any purchase or ATM or any other this thing, even online book, ticket booking, even anything. So all this is possible only because of the technology and the internet. And few years back, when there is a cyclone warning is there, which will not be known even few hours before. And even in Andhra, we can say, when Divisima is occurred, there is so many people lost and as well as the property. Today, by using the space technology, where we are having a wide variety of sensors across the globe, they were able to predict even 10 days in advance the genesis, and 4 days in advance how it is going to pass. 48 hours before, they can say that, pinpoint to say that where it is going to cross the landmass, at what velocity and what is going to be the disaster it is possible. So that makes basically our life improvement in many ways. These are the direct what we are getting the output from the space products. There are some of the spin-offs, what I can say. Today, most of us, we are discussing the alternative energy, where we are going to use either sunlight for the production of the, this thing. If you say solar cell, it is a common product which is being used in our satellites and every satellite for producing this thing. But it is not today. It is right from the first satellite launch onwards, it is being used in the space sector. Only thing is it has come to an affordable price now, which can be made into the operation. Second one, we are discussing about the replacement of our petrol products, where we are discussing about the batteries, mode vehicles or electric vehicles, what we call. So lithium-ion batteries is one of the most advanced thing what we are discussing. This is also, I can proudly say that in India, our VSSC is able to develop in a very efficient way. And other thing we are calling it as a hydrogen-based vehicles. We are able to use for our cryostats in the form of liquid, that is at 20 Kelvin. So if once it is coming for the public in a mass usage, the technology what is available with ISRO can be easily transferred. So like this, the many spin-offs are available. And with this particular way, how we can make our life more comfortable and more efficient way in this fashion. So let me not take more time today, because already we are overrunning the time. So let me wish once again on the World Space Week Day, congratulations to one and all by each one of us. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity with the organizing committee to stand before you and deliver a few words. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for the elaborately informative speech. May we now invite Sri A. Rajarajan, Distinguished Scientist and Director, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Shar, to deliver the presidential address.
Today's chief guest, Honorable Governor of Telangana and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Madam Dr. Tamisai Soundarajan, Sri M.B.N. Murthy, Associate Director, SDSC Shah, Sri M. Srinivasulu Reddy, Controller, SDSC Shah, Dr. R. Venkatraman, Deputy Director, WALF and Chairman, World Space Week Organizing Committee, year 2020-21, SAMC members, my dear colleagues, JCM members, members of service bodies, members from press and electronic media, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, not last but not the least, my dear students from school, the teachers, a very warm good morning to one and all. Sorry for the delay, we are already crossed 12 o'clock. Actually, today we are gathered for the inauguration of the World Space Week year 2021, which is being celebrated all across the globe with a specific theme every year. The main objective of celebrating this World Space Week during this first week of October is actually to give the unique leverage in space outreach and education, to tell about the benefits what space and space technology gives to the humankind, what does the space technology gives and how does it help in the sustainable economic development, and also to gather support, right, throughout the country and throughout the world to support for the space program, and to excite the young people, young students, the young generations in the STEM, what we popularly call STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and to bring in international cooperation among the Community of Nations. This year, we are all aware that women in space is the theme, and it definitely seems to be apt as there is an ever-increasing participation of women in space. Not that it is anywhere less. Anybody works, whether men, definitely when men work, there is always a woman behind, so that making him to work hard in office in either way, in a lighter vein. Their contribution is very immense and remarkable. We already know that Ms. Kalpana Chawla, the first Indian woman astronaut, she went into space, and she is the second Indian after Rakesh Sharma, and she has evoked a lot of excitements among many students, not only in women or this one, even in generation, that an Indian virgin astronaut is going into space, and then followed by many people. As of March 2021, 65 women have flown in space, including cosmonauts, astronauts, payload specialists, space station operators, and so many roles. It's not that simply an astronaut means it's something they go into space and come back. It's not a pilot work alone. It is so many researchers, so many things. As rightly pointed out by controller, that women seems to be better equipped to deal in space. And the single most common factor which helps women to be so is their capability of multitasking. Hands down, they win in this one aspect against men in all aspects, that is the multitasking, and which is very much required in a space station activity or space-related activities where you have to do a lot of multitasking if it is called for. Today's chief guest, Honorable Governor of Telangana and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Madam Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan. Madam, being a doctor, has also done enormous. She's an ample example of how we have to carry on in a life, how to dedicate ourselves to the development of fellow citizens and this one. And the way in which ma'am has done the social welfare of the common people under various capacities, it's all been well documented and this one. Ma'am, we are very proud to have you in our midst and to do this work. She has been awarded very recently with the Top 20 Global Women of Excellence 2021 award by USA. Actually, the award is for her dedicated advocate of women's rights, gender parity, women empowerment, and women equality, apart from making a difference to the society through her efforts. Definitely, Indian women's contribution to Indian space program is very much significant and remarkable, and it's a lot of things have been told. Here, we would like to remind that in this island, women folks, we salute each and every woman employee that works in SDSR, amounting to 238 people. Women out of 2151. It's a quite good number to come and work in the island. I personally salute each one of you for able to come and able to work here in this and contribute to the development of our nation. I also would like to remember that two of our SDSC SHAR scientists, earlier Ms. Gordon Nayagi and Ms. Shanti, has been awarded with the Nari Shakti Puraskar Award by Government of India, given by Her Excellency Ms. President of India for their contribution towards the cause of women empowerment. Flight Lieutenant Avani Chaturvedi, a young Indian Air Force officer, became the first Indian woman fighter pilot to fly the MiG-21 Bison solo, which has the highest takeoff and landing speed of almost around 340 kilometers per hour. And we salute each one of them to make further inroad into this. Let this keep go on extend so that we always get encouraged and get benefited by this. As Associate Director remarked about Vikram Sarabhai and Dr. Venkatraman on the Sarabhai's quote, most famous quote, those who are some who question the relevance and requirement of space activities in a developing country. To us, there's no ambiguity of purpose. We do not have the fantasy of competing with the economically advanced nation in the exploration of moon or the planets or the manned space flight. Yes, here it is very right to point out that we are not doing Gaganyaan or advanced interplanetary missions for competing with other countries. We are developing our own science and technology for exploring outer space and also meeting the nation's requirement. Sarabhai further says that we have to be convinced that if we are to play a meaningful role nationally and in the community of nations, we must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies to the real problems of man and society. How apt it is, even though it is quoted by earlier speakers, I want to make it very sound that how apt it is. Let me tell some few examples of this. We, in addition to the science and technology related space science that we develop in order to put men or women or the humankind or some sex technology to improve our day-to-day life, the spin-off of the technology development is very useful for a variety of applications which will solve the problem of a common man on day-to-day life. Some of the examples I just noted down is my personal involvement in composites, developing in rocket being used in manufacturing the artificial legs for physically challenged personnel. An import cost is almost $1 crore we are trying to do it in sub 10 lakhs and sub lakh rupees. Similarly, ISRO have used materials and technology used to build rockets and create small device that pumps blood and is seen as a step towards making an artificial heart, that is LVAD, small pump, which can pump up to 3 to 5 liters per minute. Such as devices is costing crores. That's what we have many technologies when we try to look at the import options. Whereas ISRO's aided development has to cost just a few lakhs. Same is the case with the lithium-ion battery, which everybody knows that we are trying to develop. The lithium-ion battery, which we are trying to develop for our space technology, for onboard computers and this one. This technology has been transferred to many industries. More than 70 industries came forward, even interest. Today, that is the technology which we are trying to use for powering our electrical vehicles. ISRO developed the most lightest material called silica aerogel, which has an excellent insulator, which is used as a filler in soldiers' uniform to keep them warm even at sub-zero, almost minus 20 degrees centigrade environment. We can keep the soldiers' body warm to the room temperature. Such materials has been developed. This all is possible because of the way in which we try to develop our technology. Likewise, in SDSC SHAR, we are developing our sensors for very, very hazardous gases, which will help us in putting the human beings who are working in a hazardous environment in various areas of various chemical plants all over across India to be safe to the sensor. Each sensor cross as being imported nowadays can be substituted so that we can save many crores in foreign exchange. Likewise, the radar development, the multi-object tracking, many innovations that has been done in ranging and isolation has been put into day-to-day use. And one of the most important things that recently we have indigenized the liquid hydrogen, almost 23 Kelvin degree storage conditions tank has been indigenously developed, which is remarkable, so that many industries are now using this technology to develop their own storage purpose, which has been very much helpful in the recent days to store the liquid oxygen for our medical purposes, which is an important, I say, is an important contribution from SDSC SHAR to the nation. Similarly, this pandemic situation, ISRO scientists developed low-cost medical oxygen concentrators, medical ventilators, and transferring many of them to many industries. Like this, so many. So I request each and every scientist, each and every stakeholder to develop technologies as we develop our rockets and spacecraft. Please do it also that see the application oriented so that it benefits the common man. So we must make this World Space Week opportunity reach to the students, community, and common public, and create awareness among them about the availability of space technology for solution to their common problems. We must also motivate the young minds to create innovation in space domain. At this juncture, I wish all the best to the organizing committees, the volunteers, stakeholders across 5 states, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Puducherry for doing this. All the schools, professors, stakeholders to come forward and take use of our availability and this whole week to spread across the information and technology that is available that can be further entered. We welcome all the ideas online, and also I expect more than 10,000 to 20,000 students to participate in this event. I wish all the best to the organizing committee, the participant, and all the stakeholders to make this program a very successful one. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you for your spellbinding words, sir, and also a special mention regarding the women's contribution in space science and technology and many other areas. Now, we are profoundly delighted to take the opportunity to introduce the chief guest, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan is born on 2nd June 1961 in Nagarkovil, Kanyakumari district, Tamil Nadu. She pursued MBBS at Madras Medical College, Chennai. She started her career as medical practitioner after completing her MBBS and post-graduation in gynecology. She has undertaken special training on ultrasound and fetal therapy at Toronto, Canada. She worked as assistant professor at Sri Ramachandra Medical College, Chennai for 7 years.
She started her political career as a student leader at Madras Medical College. Later, she served various capacities, which includes All India Co-Convener for Medical Wing of Southern States, State Spokesperson, Tamil Nadu State President of BJP Party, and many more. She took charge as Governor of Telangana on 8 September 2019 and is the first woman to hold the office. She took additional charge as Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry on 18 February 2021. She has an illustrious political career in last 2 decades where she has successfully led the state unit of a political party with a great accomplishment.
Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan is a proud recipient of an international award titled International Rising Star of the Year 2018 by Multi-Ethnic Advisory Task Force USA for her services to the society, especially in the politics, public, and medical services. She has conferred with the Top 20 Global Women of Excellence 2021 Award in the 9th Annual Congressional International Women's Day Gala for the outstanding contribution to the society and for being an ardent advocate of women's rights, gender parity, and women's equality.
She published various political articles in Tamil and English magazines. She is the author of books like Guidelines to Sonology, Achievements of Modi Ji, How to Win Elections, and many more. She is a great admirer of social and cultural strengths of our country and very considerate towards inclusion of values and humility right at basic education system and upwards.
With this, may I now request Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan to address the gathering. We are eager to hear from you, ma'am. Welcome.
A very special good morning to each and everyone. Vanakkam. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். அந்தரிக்கு நமஸ்காரம். And I am pleased to be here, almost near the equator. And I was thinking, why the organizers of the Satish Dhawan Space Research Center called me to inaugurate the World Space Week, particularly with the theme Women in Space. And I asked the organizers, this program covers which all the states? They told Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and Puducherry. So I am a very simple person, but according to the theme as well as the situation and the states covered, probably I may be an apt person because I am from Tamil Nadu. The program is conducted in Andhra Pradesh, and I am the governor of Telangana and Puducherry. So I have, as the space covers, I have covered all the space in the states. So most probably, not as a very great person, but a person connected with all the states, probably I am standing here. So my respects to Sri A. Rajarajan, Director, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Dr. M.B.N. Murthy, Associate Director, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Dr. R. Venkatraman, Deputy Director, the Vehicle Assembly and Launching Facility Chairman, World Space Week 2021 Organizing Committee. And Sri M. Srinivasulu Reddy, Controller, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. And Sri Ramesh Babu, Chairman, Inaugural and Valedictory Function, World Space Week 2021. and Bindu Bhargavi and Kasturi Ashwini, and the coordinators, Dr. Rajashekar, Deputy Manager, and D. Gokul, Scientist, and all the dignitaries, the eminent personalities who are, and the students, and the press persons who are here. It's a great pleasure to be here. And I extend my heartiest wishes to you all at the beginning of the World Space Week celebrations. Actually, I was informed that the Space Week celebration starts on 4th and ends on 10th. So, an appeal came from this prestigious research organization that you should attend one of the program, but I accepted another program on 4th. But I thought, instead of valedictory function, if I come for the inaugural function, it will be a great respect rendered to all the scientists and particularly women in space. And when they came to, but personally I thanked them, they took the pain to come to Chennai and give the invitation to me. And I asked, what's the theme of this celebration this year? They told women in space. Then in a lighter sense, I told, if space is given to women, women will occupy the space. So that is the problem we are facing. And as it is said by the previous speakers, only the social barrier, women doesn't have any other barrier. And it is very well said by all the experts here. Women have the capacity to face multiple tasks at the same time, which is very much needed in this space technology. And as it is said by Dr. Venkatraman in his address, it is not only the space women, the expert women who goes to the space, but the women participation in the research lab, in production of raw material, and particularly helping the male scientists in the house also. So when a male achieves, definitely there will be a small part of it by the women in the house. Unless, because if they are not disturbing them, then only because they used to say, I used to say before and all as a doctor, only gynecology, because I didn't choose that specialty for that because I selected fetal therapy. I was not practicing general gynecology. I took fetal therapy because it's a new specialty to rectify the anomalies within when the baby is in utero itself. But usually when a girl child joins the medical college, when she is asked what specialty you want to take, each and every one, few decades back they were telling only gynecology. But now women are cardiologists, nephrologists, anesthesiologists, and now they are taking super specialties. Like that, here women in space, now women are in the space because India is giving space for them in all modalities, in all walks of life, so women are able to go to the space. And in this, it's a proud moment for all of us that India has a very special place in space research. We have the greatest legacy for many centuries in space research and exploration. It is very amazing and inspiring to walk down memory lane of ISRO. I am feeling really proud to state a few words about this great organization that made India truly made proud in the field of space. It all started in a very humble way with the carrying of Rohini series rocket in a bicycle at Tumbai Equatorial Launch Center, Thiruvananthapuram, decades ago. Now, the launch capacity of ISRO has developed by leaps, and bounce up to GSLV Mark III. Congratulations to each and every one. I will be failing in my duty if I don't mention the great contribution made by pioneers and forefathers of ISRO like Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Professor Satish Dhawan, and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and many other legends. These legends taught us simplicity. So when I was reading about Vikram Sarabhai, I noticed one incident happened in his life. One young scientist was mocking an elderly person who was sitting at the seashore and reading Bhagavad Gita. That young scientist was ridiculing that elder, saying that if you are dedicating this time instead of reading this book to science, you can achieve great results. See, I am a young scientist. I don't read all these books. So I am concentrating solely on my science technology. Then elderly person asked, kindly introduce me. You are asking such questions. That young person told, I am a young atomic scientist and I am from Calcutta and I am posted in the Bhabha Atomics Research Center. So I am proud about that. I don't waste time like this. So the elderly man calmly laughed at him. Then after completing, he called his assistants. But a car with securities and number of assistants with red icon car came. This person the young man was surprised to watch this. Then he asked, with surprise he asked, Sir, who are you? That great person, that elderly man, calmly laughed at that younger person, told, I am Vikram Sarabhai and I am the director of Bhabha Research Center. So young man, you always feel whatever may be your achievement and whatever may be your belief, but there is always a creator to help us, and you are also a creator, so you humbly respect the creators. So that is the greatness of all of us. All of you, I cannot say, because our Honorable Prime Minister, so only he told, your professionals, he told the ISRO scientists, your professionals who have made an incredible contribution to the nation's progress, and you gave your best and you will yet to give your best. So whatever may be the position the women hold, because coming to the point, the research, as it is said, 1963, the first women went to the space, and after it took 20 years. So what it means, consistent effort is needed. And particularly, as it is said that women help the men in their livelihood, whether women are getting that help, it is highly questionable. As a woman, I am telling. I always say, a man, the men scientists and the men officers, if a man wants to come out of the house, he can just take an ironed cloth, wear it, and just like that put a chappal or shoe and can come out. But for a woman to come out from her house, she has to look after the cooking, she has to look after the children, she has to look after the in-laws, she has to look after the servants, and she has to look after the electricity bill man, and she has to look after the bill from the grocery shop, and everything. After looking after all these only, she can come out of her house for her profession. So this makes her talented, and this challenge makes her to face any challenge in her profession also. So in the space, as it is said, definitely there is so much of challenges we face. And as it is said by the speakers, women has medically also, they have the capacity to maintain the weight, so which is very useful in the space technology. And I feel how many women space achievers have till now? 65. 65 of them. So I am reminded of the words of Vivekananda. He says, the best thermometer to the progress of a nation is the treatment of its women. I think we have a very good thermometer because compared to other developing nations, India has provided ample opportunities for the women space talent, women space scientists. I am very happy to note that ISRO is respecting women and giving ample opportunities to them in all spheres of activities. Whenever there is a launch, I have enjoyed watching women in the control room performing their duties efficiently. The recent example is that Dr. Swati Mohan, the Indian-American space scientist. She made headlines when she announced the touchdown statement about Mars Perseverance rover of the NASA. Our curious and courageous Indian women space scientists have performed adorably well abroad, also in space research. The legends like Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams stand testimony to this. Another Telugu woman, Srisha Bandla, has also made history by becoming the third Indian woman to fly to space. They have become real role models in space research, exploration, and space travel. They created history and they continue to inspire many more young girls to venture into outer space. The objective behind celebrating World Space Week is to propagate and disseminate space technology and its tangible benefits among all. The focus is especially on the student community. I am very glad to know that Satish Dhawan Space Center is conducting various activities in states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and Puducherry. It is good to note that due to constraints of COVID-19, the competitions are being held in the online mode. And I always say during the pandemic, the online have become the lifeline for the students. So I am very happy that all the competitions are conducted, and I appeal the students to take part in all the competitions. So don't worry about the success. Participation itself is success. When we participate, definitely it will lead to your success. And I'm really happy that ISRO, the Satish Dhawan Space Center, is creating so much of opportunities for the children to take part in the competitions. I convey my appreciation to the organizing committee for conducting the competitions so that the lofty objective behind the celebrations will effectively reach the targeted audience. It is very inspiring to note that ISRO has done a commendable service by launching a number of satellites over the years that have immensely benefited the country in areas like disaster management, weather forecasting, marine navigation for fishermen, oceanography, telemedicine. That I have to say, telemedicine as a doctor, it is very useful because in remote areas also the patients are able to get the expert management, town planning, communication, DTH, connectivity for mobile phones, etc. Particularly the app developed to mark the COVID situation also is highly appreciable. The list is endless. I am really proud to note that ISRO is working relentlessly to realize our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji's dream of sending an Indian astronaut into the space. I will be happier if the first Indian happens to be a woman. I salute and pay my humble respects to all those who made this possible, right from the pioneers like Dr. Vikram Sarabhai and Professor Satish Dhawan, down to the present chairman ISRO, Dr. Sivan, and thousands of employees of ISRO at all levels. I extend my heartiest congratulations to Director Sri Rajarajan and his team for their meticulous planning to successfully conduct the World Space Week celebrations 2021 with the theme Women in Space. consider this as a great tribute to the contribution of women in space research and exploration. I am sure that this will inspire many more women to enter into the field of space domain and pursue their dreams beyond the skies. I call upon all of you and the aspiring space scientists to make India the superpower in space research and technology which it truly deserves. The ISRO is envisaged to play a crucial role in realizing our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji's Atmanirbhar Bharat vision. India must emerge as a self-reliant nation in space research and technology. The dominance in space research, technology, and explorations have the potential to immensely contribute towards country's security, self-reliance, and sustainable development. I do strongly believe in the capability of our scientific community and all the dedicated staff members of the ISRO and other organizations working in the field of space. I join millions of patriotic Indians in saluting each one of you for making India proud through your efforts. And all the scientists, the stalwarts, the great personalities, as I said about incidents in the life of Vikram Sarabhai, the great scientist, our Honorable former President, the missile man Abdul Kalam ji, narrated one incident. In space research, the leaders taught us the humbleness. And when a spacecraft was successfully sent, the leaders gave the credit to all the team members. But when the spacecraft failed, they took the responsibility by themselves. They are the great leaders. So he was mentioning when one of the spacecraft was failed, and he was asked to address the press. Then the chairman of the event itself, he went and told that, it is Professor Satish Dhawan, he went and told that my team worked hard, but it failed because of my leadership. But same Abdul Kalam ji, when a spacecraft was successfully conveyed and when was successfully sent, then the same Professor Satish Dhawan asked Abdul Kalam ji to go and address the press, saying that the spacecraft was successfully sent because of the teamwork of my colleagues. So teamwork of the scientists successfully made it possible. So this is the message even to the children. So this is the collective responsibility. So whenever the space research scientists, the chairman of those organizations as well as the events, when it was successful, they gave the whole credit to the team. So it is always the team effort which gives success, and that is the message to all the youngsters. And I want to, particularly women, women should be very strong in their mindset, because whatever may be the profession they are involved and whatever may be the duties they are performing, I should say that women has basically a very strong mindset, because after all they are delivering the babies, controlling the labor pains. But sometimes the women, they go fast in their profession, because it is the space, women in space as well as space for women in the profession. I want to say this, be consistent and confident. There will be large number of opportunities, at the same time there will be obstacles. I have seen so many research scientists, I have seen so many professors and professionals marching very forward, very fast. But if they find some obstacles, they have wasted all their talents because they were unable to cross that block. So I want to appeal, whatever may be the challenges, we have to reach the goal, because we can do it, we are talented, we can do it. So don't waste your talents because of some of the obstacles you face. I always narrate one proverb. In Tamil I will say, and then again I will English say about women. One of the great poet has said, வேலிக்கு வெளியே தலையை நீட்டும் கிளைகளை வெட்டும் தோட்டக்காரனே பூமிக்கு அடியே நழுவும் எனது வேர்களை நீ என்ன செய்வாய். Anywhere as a woman, I also have experience. I was in a medical profession and I was in politics. When a woman develops in her profession, when a woman moves forward, there may be obstacles, not only for women, even for men. There will be obstacles. It is compared to a tree growing ahead of its fence, crossing its fence. The gardener won't like it, so he will cut its branches. The tree says, you can cut my branches, but you cannot cut my roots. My roots will be very deep, and I will be strong in this country. I will be strong in this world to give shade to my future generation. Like that, be like roots, be very strong. That is the message to the women. Be strong, we can achieve. If we get the space, we will take the space. If they are not giving the space, we'll take the space and we will achieve the women in the space. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Your enlightening words on our theme, Women in Space, has lifted our spirits and inspired us to achieve greater heights. As you have rightly stated, women are not restricted to particular field, but have also spread their wings in different areas where initially only men were concentrated. As you rightly mentioned, you are indeed a person connected with all states and of course closer to our hearts. And your speech is quintessential for us at this moment, and you have enthralled us with your expertise and knowledge in every way possible. Thank you once again. We now invite Sri A. Rajarajan, Distinguished Scientist, Director Satish Dhawan Space Center, Shar, to felicitate our chief guest as a symbol of gratitude and respect.
At this juncture, now we would like to honor our dignitaries. We humbly invite Sri Dr. R. Venkatraman, Chairman Organizing Committee, to present citation to Sri A. Rajarajan, Distinguished Scientist and Director, SDSC Shar. We now request to present citation to Sri M. Badri Narayana Murthy, Associate Director, SDSC Shar.
now request to present citation to M. Srinivasulu Reddy, Controller, SDSC SHAR.
We now request Sri A. Rajarajan, Distinguished Scientist and Director, SDSC SHAR, to present a citation to Dr. R. Venkatraman, Chairman, Organizing Committee, World Space Week.
Now, it's time to express our gratitude to our chief guest, dignitaries, invited guests, students, as well as the participants who had made this inaugural a grand success. Now, we request Sri G. Ramesh Babu, Chairman, Inauguration and Valedictory Committee, to propose vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to everyone. It's my privilege to offer vote of thanks for the World Space Week 2021 inaugural function being hosted by Satish Dhawan Space Center SHAR, the Spaceport of India. I am humbled by a grand start of World Space Week celebrations from 4th to 10th of October across the 4 states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Puducherry that has set the tempo for the events to follow. First and foremost, I thank the chief guest of today's function, Honorable Governor of Telangana and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, made her presence possible at Satish Dhawan Space Center SHAR on this momentous occasion, in spite of Madam's busy schedule, and has declared the World Space Week celebration open. I immensely thank Honorable Governor for graciously accepting our invitation and coming all the way to Sriharikota for gracing the function. My heartfelt thanks to the Director of the Center, Sri A. Rajarajan, who is presiding over this function, for his august guidance, delving deeper into the details of preparedness every time we approach him. His pursuance has ensured that the program today has set a mark for itself. I am thankful to Associate Director Sri M. Badri Narayan Murthy to have propelled the organizing committee with the much needed impetus even while the preparations were just in the first leg. The culmination of the initiatives is here now for us to see in the form of this inaugural program. As Administrative Chief, Controller SDSC SHAR, Sri M. Srinivasulu Reddy's role has been a very significant to bring the program to the present shape with his excellent planning, close monitoring and following of the protocols in view of the current COVID pandemic. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks to Dr. R. Venkatraman, Deputy Director, Vehicle Assembly and Launch Facilities and Chairman Organizing Committee, World Space Week 2021, for his continuous guidance and involvement in each and every minute aspect of the preparedness for the event and the weekdays of events ahead. Thanks are due for the officials of civic administration in joining hands with SDSC SHAR on this occasion for the fulfillment of the protocol for this function. My sincere thanks to Range Operations Team, Technical Photography, Construction and Maintenance Group, Transport Operations Team, Public Health, Horticulture, Canteen and Library in execution of this program. I thank the leaders and members of the service bodies whose involvement in the planning and execution is commendable. My special thanks to the print and digital media. Through their words and clicks have taken Satish Dhawan Space Center SHAR and our outreach activities penetrate into the general public. Finally, this type of event cannot happen overnight. The wheels start moving about a week ago and it needs planning and bird's eye view for the details. We are fortunate to be supported by very active and dedicated team who completed the tasks beyond their comfort zones and joined hands for World Space Week 2021 inaugural function. Thank you. Jai Hind.
We thank all of you for your gracious presence and cooperation.
धन्यवाद.
Now let us all stand for national anthem.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Very good.
All are requested to please be seated until the chief guest leaves the premises. I repeat, all are requested to please be seated until the chief guest leaves the premises.